What up, though? What up, though? Let me start here. We all can recall whenever a network launches, they're usually catering to a black audience. Almost always. Whenever a network launches, the shows are very well written. It draws black audiences in. And so once the network gets their footing, viewership, the sponsors come, the money comes, the expansion comes, and then they don't need us no more, right? Now, peep game. They usually use this formula to launch a network, okay? What I'm trying to make a comparison with how people are saying that Charles Kirk switched up his positioning right before his demise. I'm not surprised to see people come to that conclusion, because what he did, like the brother called him a troll, he was a master at concentrating his audience, whom were bigots. He focused his content towards bigots to keep them in tune, to keep them interested, to draw them in so he can get views, he can get the likes, he got the numbers, he got the YouTube checks, he got the sponsorships, he got the spots on, as well as other podcasts. So he built himself up quite quickly, much like using the formula of a network that's launching itself off, directing their focus on a specific demographic and then switching it up once they have their audience, once they have their foundation, once they have their foot in the door, and they really use or utilize that audience to their benefit. But for that to be the background, there's a lot of hate up front. Now, was he grimy? Yes, but he was catering to a specific demographic, a grimy demographic that we also know as bigots, from these so-called Christians, right? Because he fit the narrative that allowed him to shift and rise up quickly, because he was embraced, okay? So he got visibility. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so his whole base or his movement are Christians, and because of that, he rise the ranks. And did you see how his wife, speedboat going by, did you see how his wife put that message out? The tongue is fierce. Did she come out very Christian to you? In this time period that we're in, just coming out of that moon cycle, which is not necessarily a manifestation moon, it was a moon that generated a boomerang effect, meaning that whatever you put out into the universe, it came back to you threefold. So you had to be mindful of what you said. He basically manifested his own demise. You had to be mindful of how you directed your energy. You had to choose your battles wisely. You know what I'm saying? Like, avoid the road rage. You had to be disciplined under this moon cycle, because if you put out a certain type of energy, that energy was going to come back to you threefold. So, yeah. So if your energy was disciplined, if your energy was focused, if your energy was grounded, then good things came to you. You understand what I'm saying? But if your energy was chaotic, if your energy was bigoted, if your energy was cruel, if your energy was mean, karma coming for all those who are participating in this rage virus. Just because it ain't tagged that ass yet don't mean it ain't coming. Karma has a grudge right now. I'm trying to stay out of it. So it's unfortunate that something so traumatic and graphic had to be, shown in front of everybody, and it's on repeat. You got to be mindful that kids have seen this, families were there witnessing this. This is, when I say two Americas have officially merged, this is what I mean. This is the PTSD that we have grown accustomed to. Unfortunately, that's, diabolical to even say that, but it's like the PTSD. We have grown accustomed to the chaos, to the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? And like this other brother said that, all this is new to white America. Seeing one of their own get popped in the public like a Martin Luther King figure or a Malcolm X figure. You understand what I'm saying? That's our story. So it's like, yeah, enjoy the show. I hope y'all popping plenty of popcorn. Like you're dealing with toddlers who are all having tantrums at the same time. Racism is a team sport, and they're definitely trying to rile up, because it's all theater, Shakespeare performances every day, and it's very revealing. So pay attention and keep your head on a swivel. Move in numbers. Use your discernment like a superpower. Always let somebody know where you at, and remain vigilant, because the online is crazy right now. It is, that rage virus is spreading far and wide. And when you think about the algorithm as a entity all in its own, look what this algorithm is creating. Look at the energy that it's creating. Has man looking like fools. Yeah, the algorithm ain't no joke. That's that godlike type shit going on over there. They got people responding and acting and moving a certain way because of what you see or hear on the internet. Yep. Just something to think about. So, like I'm doing, sitting by the water, today was rough. I wasn't feeling good all day today, and I had to leave work early because protect your worth by any means necessary. I'm out. Peace.